Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the next update for the Pair of Enterprises. First thing that I want to do is apologize for not getting any videos out here in the last couple of weeks. I've just been really busy with other things. Work's been very busy, my wife has been sick, I have been sick, I've even got a pet sick this week. So I've had to address those things, and I've been able to work on the models, but just to sit down and shoot some video and get it uploaded, it's just been kind of hard to find the time for that. But I just thought I would show you, now that I've got things are kind of dying down a little bit, where we're at. So we're going to start with the big guy here and kind of show you where we're at. I know it's kind of green looking, but I was just using some paint that I had that I had no intentions of using for any kind of model to just put over this to check the surface out. And I've had a few blemishes, and you can't see that at all. I've had a few blemishes on this thing, but I mean, for the most part, the surface has been okay on it. The neck is the first piece that I have officially finished as far as assembling it and lighting it. I also went ahead and picked up the photo etch for this. This is not the Pair Graphics kit. This is just the one that Round 2 had released for the warp nacelles and for the pylons, and then of course the impulse grills here. Really nice looking. The detail is incredibly good. So that'll look good with some silver on it. Nice and thin. I think that's going to be really easy to work with. Been fiddling around with the warp nacelles and the Bussards. On the nacelles themselves, I've got just some paint in here, just some white paint, because I plan on running a strip of lights basically along this length of the opening here. I'm going to run, I think, probably cool white LEDs and paint the clear parts blue, so they'll be lit. I believe his name is Jerry, but username HDATX is doing the same thing with purple. And I initially thought about purple, but I'm trying to not buy things right now, so I'm just going to work with what I've got. And do that. There's a mass of wires laying here. I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah. Let's see some stuff lit up, huh? Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Yeah. I hear something. So you guys saw in the light test that some of the lights are in. Neck looks really well. The reason that none of the lights look like they're on is because I don't have the other half on the other side, so there's nothing reflecting any light back. Got the Bussards lit up, working on those, fine-tuning those a little bit. There's no the indentations along the piece that's rotating, there's no like paint or anything on those, so it's a little hard to tell that that they are there. Let's see if I can just take this off real quick. Just kind of gaze. Nah, I guess it's kind of just going to stay in place there. Been gluing in the lighting. Again, I use one of Jerry's techniques of super gluing in these lights. On the forums, I was talking about how these things, it used to be they just sit there like that, and you just take your finger and just fiddle with that, and it would just go out. So those are all secure now, and got some of the wires glued out of the way so that the board will sit in there good. And so, yeah, this is looking really cool. Let's turn some lights off. Man, that is just cool looking. Cut my hand over that. I'm sorry, the camera is so overexposing this, but this looks really, really cool. Let me see if I can get this clear piece off. There we go. You can kind of see in there a little bit better. But this will look a lot better once I put some black paint on those indentations. And it'll be a little bit more, it'll just break the pattern up a little bit better. Alright, so that's pretty much where I'm at on the big guy here. And I think I can have my goal, I think, is for in the next week or so here is to get the warp nacelles done, because that's kind of what's holding me back as far as moving on to other things with this ship. Let me take that out. Sorry, let me just kind of modifying my setup here on the fly. Let's see if I can get this out of the way now. Okay, that should be good. There we go. Okay, well, that gives me enough room to do what I need to do next. So let's get this out of the way. And let's bring the B in. Now on the B, I've been doing a lot of just filling in some gaps and stuff like that. And putting some windows in. Windows are a pain in the butt on this thing. I think the next time I do something like this, because of how thick this plastic is, I'm going to sand the inside as much as I can first, so I can thin this out. So this is all light blocked inside here, and I've got most of the white paint on the outside. Still a lot of places I have to touch it up. I did change something. This isn't painted yet, but I put a door across the shuttle bay here, because the problem I was running into is with the shuttle bay in, if I put the shuttle bay in, oops, I don't know if you can tell right there or not, but underneath that is openings for windows, see? And so you wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to light those. So, I saw another guy who had done the same thing, where he basically made a mock door across here. So I decided, you know what, that's cool, that works. I'll try the same thing. So that's what I'm doing. Sue me if it's not accurate to the studio model. I'm sorry. That's just, you know, it's going to work the best for what I'm going to do. The saucer is just about complete. All of the lighting inside is done, and got a bunch of the holes. All the holes are drilled. First couple of coats of white paint are on it. I did do one mistake with the beacon right here. I forgot to put the fiber in before I clammed this all together. I tried fishing one through and out the back, but it just wasn't working. So what I'm going to do is just stick a piece of fiber in there and cut it off, and that'll just have to permanently be on, which kind of sucks. And just touching up some spots around here. And let's see if I can hook this up real quick and show you how the lights are looking on this guy. None of this is any kind of a special effect as far as, you know, any kind of strobing or anything like that. And I am going to trim all this down before I attach it to the rest of the ship, because there's just no way I'm going to fit all of that inside of the ship. Let's clamp that together. And let's get this hooked up here. Okay. Alright, so right off the bat you can see the kind of spotlight effect that I've done for the front here. I just did 3 of them and filled in the other slots with glue so they'll give kind of an ambient glow. The phasers, you can't really tell, but they are lit. And then, let me see if I can get this over here. Let's turn out some more lights. Alright, and as you can see, there's a lot of flaring and stuff. That's just because of the way that I have everything set up. So here's how it's going to look from the front. So, well, it's not bad. I mean, yeah, it's going to work. It'll work okay. And then on the bottom side here, we'll have 3 kind of distinct spotlight type deals going on. Let me just turn all of the lights off and let you see what that looks like. Okay, there, it looks a lot better in the dark. Still got some light leaking through to take care of, but that's okay. So there we go. There's my kind of spotlight-ish effect. You can kind of see the phasers lit up too. Cool. All right. I'm glad that kind of that's working out. So that came out pretty cool. The impulse engines, for some reason, I had them wired up, but once I painted this, they quit working. And I isolated the circuit, and I didn't. The circuit's dead for some reason. I don't know what happened, but the circuit's pretty much dead. But I don't think all was lost, because you see all this light that's coming out of the back of this thing. I think I can get away with just doing some with just doing a little bit of some tricks with some red paint and the clear parts that go in here, and I think I'll have enough light cast through here to give it kind of a very low glow look. So I think I can still salvage that. I was going to show you the board, but I don't have it wired up completely yet. Well, yeah. So that's pretty much where we're at. Oh boy. When I glued these 2 pieces together, I was so happy to be at that point with this kit, because it is so hard trying to figure out how to light all this up in such a tiny little piece. So that's where we're at. So yeah, appreciate everybody watching the videos, and all of the new subscribers. Thank you very much to everyone. And I guess we'll see you at the next video. Take care, everyone.